Another day, another sound test. So, how do I sound tonight? Okay. I don't hear any sound hitching or anything like that, so it's time to switch some headsets. This one put on my fat head. Man, that title music is a lot louder on my stream than it is with the headset that I use to stream. I think I am going to go ahead and hit continue because get that loud ass music gone while I correct stream titles and do what I got to do here. So, okay. That is done. A finito. I can pause that. And then we come over here. Get the boob tube set up. The tube of you. Okay. Finish with whatever I need to do in town. Explore more. Yay! Okay. Find someone to report to. Oh yeah, I forgot I did the thing with the Aethys priest. That was the last thing that I did. Let's grab my URL. Oh nope, that's not correct at all. Not correct at all. I hit Control V instead of Control C. Okay, pop that in right there. And then we go back to Twitch. Quick pop into my channel proper to copy that URL so that I can drop that into my ad as well. That is ad number 1. Number 3. Scroll down to 4. And then I switch back over to this. To put up number 5. Me. And 6. I have to say, after playing Valhalla for so very long here on stream, I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing the end of it. I only have 2 more areas in that game left to explore, and I'm almost done with it, and I think it's going to be great. Get to the next one. Alright, so make sure all of my titles are updated. My category on Twitch is good. I don't need live stream up anymore. So let's do this. Marius and Kai. I guess the priest's body is already gone. Inquisitor's request. Okay, I've already read that once. I think I stopped there on my way through the first. Hmm. Come on, you two. Did not see that one on the way down, did I? Letter to... Oh, I found a quarterstaff. Letter to Carlod. I can find no more use to put my talents in our pitiless land, so I must go. The water freezes. I create art from it. The water melts, my art dissolves. The water freezes again. This cycle once brought me peace. I looked upon my work and was comforted by its impermanence, and in the impermanence of all things, I took comfort in Rimmergan's promise of the end. But even the ice carver is not impervious to the cold, and the new wind that blows from the north, from Kaizo, from the cracks in the in-between, chills me to my bones. There is nothing wrong in the world, Lola. Not even your bright smile can set this cycle to rest. There is something wrong in the world. I head to the living lands. The vitality that fled my art is gathering there, condensing. Now a new chill rises in the land. A great conflict is coming, and our master will need his harbingers at his side. If Vatnir returns, tell him to come, but my love, I beg you, do not follow us. To serve our God most faithfully, I must believe you're still alive, Lexi. Vatnir. I know that name. Isn't that the follower that you got? He was a death godlike. You got him from the DLC, the Rimmergun DLC in Deadfire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you okay, Marius?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are some very small blue mushrooms. Very small indeed. They are definitely nice views, aren't they? Wait. That's right. No. That's the side.
Yeah.
Travel to Dawnshore. There we are, to Dawnshore. Hold on a minute. Something just hit my door. What the hell was that? I don't know what the hell that was. It was almost like somebody spun the damn sign I've got hanging on my door. It was weird.
Envoy, what's the word? Any chance you've found the team yet?
I found the expedition team. They're
Come
dead.
on, stop goofing around.
Sedgwin?
What? Oh shit, you're serious. What happened?
The Oracle killed them.
Gods beyond. I knew some Asian godlike freak couldn't be trusted.
Sedgwin!
Sorry, force of habit. Gods, the brass are going to flip their lids when they hear this. Well, thank you for reporting in. If you haven't met Offreak yet, you should tell him as well. Offreak and his brother were part of the expedition team. He's back at the embassy with an injury. I'm not really a people person. It'd be better coming from you, seeing as you were there.
I'll talk to all.
Thanks again, Envoy. You be safe out here.
Yes, be well. This view is no rival to the one from Serpent's Crown. But I say it's not half bad.
Yeah, but the question is it half good? That is Audra. Alright, now as I remember it, there was a door that I did not have a lockpick for. So I'm gonna go see about opening. Gotta get up here.
Never trust a waterfall. Who knows what's hiding back there?
What's up? Next one's mine. Watch the left. One for us.
Alright, common spear. And there we're good, there.
Quiet as the depths.
Okay. Yay, he left a claw. Yay, he left a claw.
Nice job. You're mine now. Nice job, everyone.
Nothing. Medicine's potion. I love it. Okay, there's a lot. I'll take it. Another quarterstaff. I don't mind if I do. Skein bow. Nope, that's a burned lady. Alabaster. Don't mind if I do. Got more alabaster. What is this? Skins from something. Lash. That's Marius. Skeet, skeet, skeet.
One thing you could say about ogres, they rarely do snake attacks.
Okay. Where the heck am I? The falls.
A squad mate took a bet to steal an ogre's club. He lost that bet. And both arms.
In both arms.
Watch your back!
Okay. Ralga's head. There's a bounty tree. I love the way it doesn't matter the size of the alabaster. All alabaster gives the same amount of meat. A little lazy, but also adorable. Ooh. That ha! There you go. You got knocked away. Yeah. Did that to Kai last week. Okay. Skeet. Seven strivings, two-handed melee. Nice. Unique weapons and armor. Rare upgrade materials. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that very often, if at all. Let's see. Seven strivings, two-handed melee, unique. 96, 88, determined step. Killing an enemy gives you 15% movement speed for 10 seconds. 5% critical hit chance. Steel chunks and highliest talon. The blade of this axe. Okay, so that's a two-handed axe. I thought that was a staff for a minute. The blade of this axe is carved from the scapula of a legendary Zarup warchief, known for their impressive size and might. In life, they were an unstoppable force on the battlefield, able to recover from dire injuries in the middle of combat, while their powerful presence filled their followers with a lethal fervor. They went on to subjugate half a dozen other tribes and forge a small Zorup empire, perhaps the largest known to history. When this warchief eventually died, their empire fell to infighting and crumbled, but not before seven strivings was crafted from their remains. Though this renowned warchief is long dead, a small sliver of their ferocity and tenacity lives on in this axe, imbuing its wielder with their might. Okay, so that is not what I thought it was. I do have quarterstaff, though. Powerful weapons that have skilled combatant wielders can use a quarterstaff to deliver crushing blows. Yeah, that's what I thought. Collaboration between Bragan Hill Academy scholars and a sect of the Hand Occult who joined forces to produce a book of terrifying potential. The pages contain diagrams of the stars, the aftermath of forest fires, frostbitten lands, and lightning burns.
quiet, Nimdut.
Nimdut.
How'd you do that?
Let's go. Nothing like a win with a good team.
Oh. Young brown bear and a black bear.
We got him
Okay,
all.
bear.
Aye, aye.
Bear had a round shield on it.
Nice.
Cheap fertile land. Too good to be true, you said.
You were the one who told me we should try our hands at farming.
The land under our feet is nothing but clay and salt.
Who says we can't try anyway?
If you came all this way for arable land, you might as well get back on your ship and leave.
Seems to be the problem.
Problem is we've been conned out of our life savings.
A gentleman sold us his farm, sight unseen, of course. He boasted of making a fortune off the living lands.
We risked everything for this opportunity, but the place is in shambles and the earth is barren.
Your luck might have been better further inland, away from the
As
sea.
if we could afford to move. Price of land has tripled since the Adirans arrived.
So do we find a way to squeeze life out of this dead farm? Or do we cut our losses?
Have you thought about making this a goat ranch instead?
A goat ranch? Huh.
Come to think of it, the island does have a breed of goat. Supposed to be real ornery, but they're survivors.
What the hell? I would be honored to finance your first goat on behalf of the
You
deer.
would? Gods, have you any idea what this could mean to us?
What did I tell you, you silly goose? We're going to be just fine. The gods have blessed us.
Well, the gods are one thing. I never expected such generosity from the Empire. Thank you. Truly.
I had no idea you were an expert in livestock. Know anything about raising chickens?
Should we tell them about the biting, or... No, they'll figure it out.
Yes, yes they will. Should we tell them about the bite? Oh, you've already got some chickens, it looks like.
They're strange looking, but the cheese they produce is delicious.
They? You talking about the goats I just financed? Of which there are none here just yet? Alright. Hello, blue scaled feather scaled cows. some spring berries.
Hide it under the wine and nobody will look for it. Honestly, it's not a bad plan as smuggling operations go.
Do you think anyone else will try it?
Not while we're around, they won't. Envoy, we didn't realize you were in the area.
2 guards, wine, and a dead body. There's a story here.
What happened
Vaughn
here?
and I caught this man trying to load a crate onto the lift. Turned out he was smuggling animancy equipment.
So we've closed this lift down, as a precaution.
On a trail like this? Where was he going?
Well, I'm sure he's got some hidey hole around here where he stored this stuff. Where he took it after, though, I couldn't say.
We've heard of bandits using this lift to sneak past the gatehouse, too. It seems the locals have been looking the other way for some time.
In the meantime, sorry, you'll have to go back to the main road.
Did you find anything of note on the body?
Haven't searched him yet. We were only meant to be keeping watch, you understand? You're welcome to take a look if you think you'll find anything useful.
I'll ask you to refrain from using the lift, though.
I'm on important business. I'd appreciate if you let me through.
Well, since you're the envoy, I suppose we can't stop you.
But if you bring so much as an Audra stone with you, we'll find out.
Envoy?
Oh, I've got a lot more than an Audra stone, and it is definitely coming with me. Procurement. Niall, I find myself in need of a 3rd essence generator and another passel of resonance amplifiers. I know it was a bear wrestling the last shipment from our friends in Fior, but my master there has led me to believe they have more than they can use, and thus can stand to spare a few. Should they make a fuss, I release you to offer them an extra selling for each machine they'll part with. I have included an extra here for you. Walk in the light. Sargamas. Sargamas. I do feel as though I know that name.
All quiet here for now.
Come on, boys, we're going down. Tear-stained note. Alone, abandoned, isolated, no one to turn to. Comrades gone. I have a choice. Live out my remaining days in grief and loneliness, or go to the gods now, by my own hand. I should have joined you then. But no, I will join you now.
Say what you like about my people. We built a phenomenal wall.
Why, yes, I suppose you do.
No actual Pargruin stonework could have a hole this big. Must be a knockoff.
Alright, if I remember rightly, there is a thing that I have. Let's see. I won't be using this directly. So stashing camp. Same for this. This is stashing camp. Branch? Sure. Branch. Activating companion ability increases your damage. Critical hits deal high fire accumulation, and reviving a companion grants rapid health and essence regeneration. Maybe it's in the journal. Ah, it is in the journal. Intimidating feline codpiece. My husband set a fortune on this terrible codpiece. Nothing very tasteless, so I'll leave it to the gods to find a worthy bearer. Okay, well, I guess I could go turn in a bounty. Let's go turn in the bounty first. Unspent ability points. Need to be level 8 for that. I am level 7. Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend one here. I have 2 points waiting to be spent. So I'll go with that. Put 1 point into intellect, and I will put another point into perception.
If the militia had any formal instruction, they'd get it here.
Stay alert. As you all know, the Adirans are always looking for more and more ways to punish our boundaries. Whatever happens, do not give them any ground, any footing. We give them an inch, they won't be satisfied until they've taken from us every mile they possibly can. Though they claim to be here to help keep the peace, that's just the first step towards a full conquest. This is our city, and it will take all of us working together to make sure it stays that way.
No. It's kind of nice when the city's still locked.
Excuse me?
Excellent.
What in the God's name are you talking about?
Think about it. Nobody coming in and out. No smugglers to look out for. No more Deerans coming into the city.
You actually kind of have a fair point there.
You're a damn good shot, you know that?
Oh, I'm well aware. But thank you. It's very sweet.
Where'd you learn to shoot like that?
You really want to know the answer to that question?
You know what? Maybe it's better that I don't.
And now that you mention it, I'm kind of curious.
No one's come to claim them.
Welcome back, Envoy.
I have a bounty to claim. The ogre is no more.
Remind me not to get on your bad side, Envoy. Seems you're making a habit out of killing ogres. Let's hope the next one you run across is a bit more amicable, yeah? Be safe out there, you hear?
Good. You made it back.
Okay. Not quite going to buy anything, but I will be selling some things. Can have these common quarters down, iron chunks. Okay, so that is just a melee weapon. Kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. I mean, I should probably not carry around a bunch of these. I don't know why I am, but I am. It's just what's happening. A hardwood branch. Then find someone to report to at the embassy. Several quests in that area. I'll just go straight ahead across the bridge.
Will never bow. Show our boys back.
That's all of them.
Okay. Not sure what the hell where the hell they came from, but if they want to die, I am the person to do so.
Living lands what we're made for. So they finally sent one of their bootlickers to talk. Is that it?
Peace, friend. I don't have a quarrel with
Is
you.
that so? Well, you better find some quarrel real fast. Down with that.
Who's the...
I'm not about to you.
Okay, well, that's the end of you guys.
Serves you right, traitor!
I came in just looking to die. Guess I didn't really have any reason not to oblige. Let's see.
Envoy, glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you? Safe travels, Envoy.
Apparently you can't. How about you?
I can't tell you how grateful I am that you survived the attempt on your life. But let's not dwell on unpleasant matters.
Listen, if you hear anything about Juliana in the future, pay it no mind.
Courtesan? Interesting. I had my theories about a certain shipment of herbs. Let us also say that I know why and how these herbs are being used. And I assume you figured it out as well. Do you object?
We should finance her. Keeping Juliana in business keeps the peace in Paradise.
Shrewd thinking, Envoy. Maybe you should be ambassador. So be it. I can't openly support Juliana's establishment, but I will pass along what funding I can. A rounding error in our books. Feel free to let her know the good news, but do try to keep my name out of it.
Okay, so you are clearly not the person that I'm supposed to talk to. Ah, there's Cademan.
Hey, it's the Envoy!
Envoy, hey!
I swear, I owe you the world.
I own the world. He saved my life, remember?
Yeah, you only told me about 100 times.
Hey, where's Yeda? Is everyone else on their way?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, God. Does he mean...
They didn't make it, Offreak. I'm sorry.
But you saved Cadman. You couldn't save them? Or you didn't try?
What happened?
The Oracle killed them.
Godless scum.
What?
Right. So it could have been worse.
They probably went quickly, if that helps.
I can't understand this.
Hey, Offreak, hey, listen. We always knew that was a risk, right? And we told ourselves.
Better to go out at the bottom of the world or the top. And dying in bed like Granda, asking what if.
Did you avenge them? Is the Oracle dead?
I killed him, don't worry.
At least they got justice.
And I got my brother back.
Don't be a baby. You would have been fine without me.
What I mean to say is, we're grateful, Envoy.
What's next for you two?
Ambassador Hildegard has written to Expedition Command back in High Crown to see if they'll let us come home.
While we wait for their reply, I thought...
Wait. Let me guess. Mermaid's Den.
You told him?
It was a moment of weakness. I thought I was dead. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to give you this. It belonged to our grandfather. He'd always wanted to join the Corps, but life got in the way. When we were recruiting, he gave it to us to remind us to live well.
How do you decide who gets to wear
We
it?
take turns. Cadman had it last, so he gets to decide what we do with it.
I'll trust you.
Well, I'm sure you've got big envoy things to do.
I don't know if you heard, but there's a plague on and everything.
If you're ever in High Crown, look us up.
Yeah, we can drink to the Corps together.
Perhaps. That should be awesome.
I wish things had turned out better for the rest of their crew, but I'm glad they made it.
These two will be just fine. I'm sure of it.
One of them...
Especially if they're allowed to go back to High Crown. Delver's Caution. 2 Dexterity, 15% Parkour Speed, slowly regenerate health from wet, and Essence. I think it probably... Yeah, I'll hold on to that because I could use it off and on here and there. Okay. It says I have a couple quests in this area, so... Let's go to High
They may
Town.
even get a happy ending.
I think this is the first time I've been in Hightown, actually.
High Market. Don't worry. It just gets fancier from here.
Do you really think the adherents killed the Claviger?
No, even the High Inquisitor wouldn't do that. They know to turn the whole city against them.
But the city is already under lockdown. They could take it from the inside.
Take it. The militia would put them down in an afternoon. What do you want?
Huh?
Don't make eye contact. They'll attack your peace of mind.
They can attack my peace of mind all they like. It's when they attack my body that they're going to have a problem.
I'm telling you, that so-called Watcher is a fraud.
Excuse me, are you going to see the Watcher? Oh,
That's the
good.
plan.
Maybe you could help us settle a disagreement. My friend and I are metaphysical philosophers, and we have hit a bit of a snag.
If you want to run, now's our chance.
Don't mind me. I'll be over by that building not caring an ounce about this.
I say Watchers are a hoax, and he says Watchers are magical, all-knowing windows into the afterlife.
Many Watchers prey on the gullible, but the real ones are unforgettable.
I think that means we're both right. It's a philosophical success.
That's not the point of philosophy, but fine. Whatever you say.
Thank you for your perspective, Envoy. We'll trouble you no more.
You ever meet people who have too much free time on their hands?
Oh, I missed it. Did we win?
Ooh, cured rock snout roast.
I don't understand. How do you cure a sick soul anyway?
That is the question of the hour.
God, I hope she can help. Please, hear my prayers.
They say a strong soul can withstand this dream scourge. She'll see that mine's healthy, right? Hey, wait your turn!
Ah, more jerky. Some rug, all types of.
Watcher sees all. The Watcher knows all. Your soul, Envoy. Your very soul is in danger. The Watcher can see it. The Watcher knows. An Envoy. A godlike. Two destinies come together. How curious.
Almost as if you can see it on my face.
Do not mock the Watcher, godlike. The Watcher sees many things.
So how is my soul in danger?
The Watcher can see into your soul. The Watcher knows. There is a soul plague descending onto the city, godlike. A plague that will endanger you. But the Watcher can see that your soul may still be saved. A gracious soul you have. A wealthy soul.
You speak with such vagueness. It's a wonder anyone falls for this slop.
The Watcher does not peddle slop. The Watcher provides deliverance from this soul plague. The Watcher must eat to help godlike. The Watcher asks for little in return.
Give it up. I know you're nothing but a liar.
Why come to me at all, then, if you're so clever? My trade's been cut off since the city closed, and I have to make ends meet. At least I'm giving people hope. Can you Adiran say the same?
That's what you're giving, but what are you taking? The doughty burglar. Wooden farts. Yeah, no. I'll scroll down in case somebody else wants to pause to read, but I'm not interested in this particular book. That's not a ladder I can climb, is it?
Nice work with that watcher. Can't have people going around pretending to be insane.
Don't know how to get in there. Or at least not right now.
Long as there's people in the city, there's merchandise to be found and sold. An Adiran? Come to see my wares? Well, don't I feel blessed?
Why is
Your
that?
kind don't go scrounging in alleys every day, do you? The Empire doesn't have much of an interest in people like me.
And who might you be?
Where are my manners? Name's Cutty. I'm a trader of lost things. They come my way, I peddle them for people like you to find.
Sounds like a fancy way of saying your offense to me.
Now wait, you don't need to jump straight to shutting me down. I'm sure we can work with each other. What's your voice? Sveth? Coin?
You're not hurting anyone. I can look the other way. For a price.
By all means, take some silver. I knew you could be reasonable. Now that that's taken care of, can I help you find anything?
I'll see what you've got in stock. Deal maker, look at this. Power attacks deal more moderate bleed accumulation. Killing an enemy makes knocking enemies back easier for 5 seconds. This mace was the favorite weapon of Captain Anahera of the Rautian Navy. Well known for her ruthlessness and nationalistic pride, she eagerly volunteered to serve in the Deadfire Archipelago to pacify the hostile native Juana. Through her, tribe after tribe fell under Rautian subjugation, forced to accept unfavorable trade deals or face complete annihilation. The captain met her end when her ship encountered an opponent that cared nothing for negotiation. A typhoon. Typhoons don't negotiate, this is true. The Disappointer, one-handed ranged, minus 10% attack damage, but hits deal 10% bonus bleed. The Disappointer was touted as a powerful, reliable weapon, but it has consistently failed every one of its unfortunate owners. This is a terrible weapon that disappoints anyone who uses it. The gun appears well made at first glance, but closer scrutiny reveals poor design and shoddy craftsmanship. Those who aren't fooled by its appearance still occasionally attempt to use it just to see if maybe the whole thing was made to look this way as an elaborate ruse, hoping that it is an artifact of extreme power crafted by a master who desired to conceal its remarkable nature. It wasn't, and it isn't. Interesting. Blackwing boots, dodge distance, and dexterity. I will take your lockpicks. Quite happily.
Whatever you need, discretion guaranteed.
Yellow bands are apparently in Hightown. Who would have thunk it? Oh, no, that's an exit to Dawnshore. Okay, that's just the way that is closest. Claviger Emmons Estate, okay. The Temple of Omdra.
I had a guy ask me whether dreams had a taste here once.
Not gonna let me go that way, are you? Are you gonna let me go this way? No, no, doesn't look like you are. Interesting. There's money in the water. I'll take that money.
This is where people go
toss
to
it in
buy
there,
stuff,
obviously,
but just get
wouldn't
mugged everywhere else.
Hear me, Paradise. Did we not come here to escape the Empire? Do the Adirans not exemplify everything we hate?
Paradise will never bow to a deer!
They will never take our home!
You, Adiran! You herald the end of our way of life! You are a scourge upon our city!
What's
The
going on?
citizens of Paradise have come to hear the truth. They need to know what will befall us if we do not deal with you. You represent everything they stand for. You will find no peace here.
Not gonna get involved. 'Tis not the way to win hearts or minds. Or stay out of trouble. Not that I'm particularly worried about that last one, mind you. Nothing super useful. I found a little bit of money. I do like money.
Ah, a seeker of mysteries. Welcome. You are among friends. Please, close the door behind you. Mysterious well, unlock these lands unto us. Provide us with the knowledge our healers seek to heal the wounds of this new land. Its poisons and thorns are sharp and deadly. Keep those secrets you will, but grant us the key to unlock them ourselves. We beg.
Am I the only one who gets the fracas from that mural?
You cannot walk yourself from me. Okay, it's a Gambison. A Gambison.
May your eyes see all.
Come on, guys, get out of there. Missives of the Hand Occult, dearest brother, was it sister? May this letter find you in well spirits. A man of thuggish bearing stormed into my library the other day and demanded I help him find a book on the construction of an arquebus. I thought it proper service to Whale to steer this man toward an illuminated manuscript on the subject of whittling toy soldiers and other miniature props. Unamused by my solution, I shrugged and said, "What is an answer without a question?" He did not find my spiritual rhetoric helpful or amusing, and so he punched out 2 of my teeth. I trust your summer has been less tumultuous than mine. In more important news, my apprentice claims she saw the eyeless face in a dream the other night. I admit I was so mad with envy that at first I refused to believe her. Whale, forgive me for such a lapse of judgment. She described an amawa of brilliant blue hues with a featureless face surrounded by a swarm of eyes, no 2 eyes alike. She claims Whale ignored her questions, and she can't recall any specifics of what was said. In fact, my apprentice seems to have forgotten many things since before the visitation. She could not tell me where she grew up or what she liked to eat. At first I was so envious of her for having seen Whale with her own eyes, but it seems Whale's visit was to conceal, not to illuminate. I pray she endures this test of faith and can look back at the event and feel the joy of mystery. What is an answer without a question? Last week, I felt the solution was ignorance, but after Whale's visit, I feel a road without length is closer to capturing the riddle. I worry my apprentice will look back at her visit from Whale and feel cheated, robbed of some moment of clarity we all thought we were owed when we first joined. I tried to tell her she was lucky, but she was too young to understand. What is an answer without a question? May I be dead and my soul scattered to the winds before anyone knows for certain.
Note the graffiti on the wall. Don't always want to follow it.
Eh. Not always, no. But I probably always will. Just because I know you won't complain, I will take things straight off of your table, right in front of you, because the game allows it.
That's Sansa's shop. Might be worth taking a look.
Sansa, huh?
Hey, you have to check in with me to enter this part of the... never mind. Doesn't matter anyway.
Welcome. I was hoping you would drop in.
Claviger Belden's armor. This armor was worn by Claviger Belden during the dank spore outbreak of 2748 AI, when a bloom of spores infested Dawn Shore and threatened to overtake the city. Belden rallied the militia to burn out the colony and restore order, though he fell in the final battle. The walls were later reinforced and the militia trained in the suppression of hostile fungus. While the armor has been thoroughly cleaned of spores, the Emporium kindly asks that visitors appreciate it at a safe distance. On the providence and ruination of Nekataka's old city. Yeah, I'm not super interested. Animancer's Lantern, Valian Trading Company. Animancy is the art of channeling soul essence into inventions for the betterment of society. With a careful application of copper and Adra, animancers can achieve wondrous results. This naval lantern is fitted with a shard of luminous Adra from the Deadfire Archipelago, and was once mounted on the Valian Trading Company galleon Aimo Despirente. How it washed up on the shores of the Living Lands is a mystery. The Adra is long since depleted and will never shine again. The Emporium would like to remind visitors that the use of animancy is strictly forbidden in Paradise. Unidentified experimental revenant. In 2828 AI, a two-headed revenant shambled out of the wilderness and settled on the outskirts of Dawnshore. Many attempts were made to put down the creature, but eventually the local militia resolved against sending any more soldiers to be devoured. Hunters recovered the remains, starved after a freezing winter. It was in possession of a third head, identity unknown. A shard of Adra was found sticking out of the revenant's chest. The hunters also reported finding a strange collar and bell, but this artifact was never officially catalogued. Fiormes Inverno has disavowed any knowledge.
Did the two heads take turns, or was this guy twice as hungry?
Who knows? Zorup skull and fowl eggs. Judging by the dentation and the size of the cephalic crest, this Zorup died in late adolescence or early adulthood. Its partial remains were uncovered in the far west of Dawnshore, not far from the ruins of a large tribal settlement. The accompanying shells were found with the skull, but are too small to be Zorup eggs. It is more likely that they belong to a local avian life, and the Zorup had been eating them around the time of its death. No ceremonial objects or grave goods were excavated in the area, supporting the theory that the Zorup perished by accident. Skeleton of Edseal the Sightless. Edseal the Sightless was a watcher who spent his life in a remote wilderness hut. Blind from birth, Edseal navigated the world with the help of spirits lighting his path. Edseal was rumored to have walked the entire island, untouched from shore to shore. He's the only hermit in the Living Lands known to have died from natural causes. The Emporium honors his memory by displaying him in quiet dignity. Decapitation was not the cause of death, but one of several mishaps during transport of the remains, which should serve as a reminder to secure a coffin when going around a sharp mountain pass. Fulvano's adventuring gear. Grappling hooks, hammers, and axes are among many of the tools carried by adventurers who brave the wild frontiers of the Living Lands. This set was found at the bottom of a canyon, hurled in anger by the Valian explorer Fulvano shortly before he gave up on his expedition of the Living Lands. It is said that he set sail for the Eastern Reach and never returned. I found several of Fulvano's artifacts in the first game. The Cartographer's Guild. In a turn of events that was unprecedented just a few short years ago, Ondra's mortar has subsided. The possibilities of exploration that arise from this event are staggering. We at the Cartographer's Guild look forward to what the beloved Expedition Corps discovers when they inevitably return their attention to whatever awaits beyond the seas. In the meantime, the Corps will be busy as the Empire solidifies a foothold in the Living Lands. The possibility of being able to finally map this untamed wilderness, this fierce frontier, properly stirs the heart of even the youngest apprentice cartographer. As always, we stand ready to put to paper all that our illustrious nation discovers at the behest of our Emperor. Long may he reign. Spy's tools. The tools of a Valian courtesan and spy caught hiding in Paradise. Front, a small dagger made to be hidden beneath clothing. Second row left, a bundle of sage for disguising scent. Second row right, a brass plate worn under the clothing to protect from stabbing attacks. Third row, a container of powder, often blush, may also be used to carry powder-based poisons. Back left, a jewelry box used to store jewelry as well as secret implements and messages. Back right, an ornate music box believed to have been a gift from the spy's target. Excuse me. I don't think I've ever been in this place on any character. Consul Hot's deadly chalice. Rumor and mystery surrounding the Archmage Consul Hot, an undead wizard of unmatched power. During a gathering of the Circle of Archmagi, Consul Hot is said to have offered his peers a drink from his chalice of immortality. Arkemir instead gave the goblet to one of his imps, who died on the spot. From that day forth, Consul Hot was disinvited from the Circle's annual winter feast. He resented it until his dying day. When he rose after death, he resented it still. His chalice and journals are on loan from the Archmage Tane, who said he would come back for them soon, several years ago. Consul Hot's journals are nothing but vulgar rants. Where? I would still be very interested. I would love to read Consul Hot's journal. Godless pottery. Recovered from godless ruins in Shatterscarp. Left, a ceremonial urn used for transporting liquids, or possibly the ashes of the dead. Center, front, back, small vessels for containing and pouring liquids for healing and recreational purposes. Right, a flat bowl, possibly used for communal meals.
I don't know. Pottery loses a lot of its value when it can no longer hold drinks.
Left, a flat bowl possibly used for communal meals. Center, front, urn possibly used as a planting pot or receptacle for bodily waste. Left, back, small bottle used to hold perfume and incense. Center, back, pitcher possibly used for juices or oils. Right, back, ancient carafe, unadorned with decoration, likely used in day-to-day cooking. Ancient Evil Spittoon. This artifact is believed to be a ceremonial spittoon used by the godless, the earliest known settlers of the living lands. What dark rites were committed in the shadows of these time-haunted edifices? What foul humors were expelled into the orifice of this unholy relic? What malevolent spirit rose up from its fetid mouth, vibrating with evil intent? The Emporium would like to apologize for the Baroque and speculative description. This is an ordinary lamp, nothing more. We will retain the plaque in its original state as a cautionary example of what happens to scholars with more imagination than reason. That's funny. Deadly fungi. Harvested from Galawain's tusks. Left, Ascension of Multitudes. Beneath this fungus's rather dramatic name lies a simple fact. To touch it with bare skin is to invite crippling pain and death. Believed to have been used in a ritual mass suicide in Galawain's tusks, the fungus gives off a scent similar to that of rye berries and sage in hopes of luring a victim, which collapses upon contact with the fungus and provides ongoing nourishment for its offspring. Right front, Widow's Tear. Found throughout the living lands, but seen most often in the caves of Galawain's tusks. Widow's Tear contains a venom that is harmless if ingested, but potentially deadly if used as an injected poison. Often found growing near shallow graves or exposed carcasses, it contains a foul-smelling liquid that can be used as a source of water, depending on one's desperation. Right back, blue feather brush, nearly identical to the much less deadly witch's hair fungus. The blue feather brush can be identified by the slightly earthy aroma it exudes when harvested. Mere contact with the skin is harmless, but inhaling the fungus's earthy aroma, even in small doses, can cause shortness of breath, tightness in the chest, and difficulty in maintaining conscious thought. Those stricken by this condition often find themselves stumbling toward caves, cliffs, and small bodies of water, where they collapse and provide nourishment for the fungus in its new location. Ingestion leads to an incredible sense of euphoria, followed by a slow but inevitable death. Exotic fungi. Plucked from the fertile lands of Emerald Stair. Front, witch's hair. The strands of this strange fungus contain both spores and a light venom meant to deter predators and paralyze insects and small animals, which would then decompose into nutrition for the fungus itself. Often crushed and combined with sulfur to create witch mash, a yellow-green paste often used in small doses to remove wrinkles from under the eyes of the wealthy and vain. Back left, Mogren's torch. Often seen in caves near volcanic activity, this ovoid fungus holds small spines inside its bellows-like body. When squeezed, these spikes penetrate the outer membrane and release spores, causing immense pain that could be described as burning. Delicious when properly prepared, and the spines, once carefully removed, can be used as sewing needles or artistic implements. Back right, blood pipe. Despite the deadly-sounding name, blood pipe is quite harmless unless crushed and mixed with boiling salted water. The resulting broth, while delicious, will render adult kith senseless within a few moments. The godless were believed to use this soup in a controlled dose to induce hallucinations or to relax the mind, but the correct recipe for a safe mixture has yet to be discovered. Taxidermy sporling. A young sporling, preserved, donated by the Wardens of Solus. Believed to be either a worker or a very small warrior, this sporling lived decades ago in a cave in Galawain's tusks. It would have spent its life either carrying heavy objects or brutally attacking the knees of its foes. Here it stands among the fungus of its natural habitat.
Don't be too excited. I could show you living versions of these if we go out to Emerald Stair.
Legacy of the Takan. Slim volume to the tale of the Takan, a people who lived among the banks of the Aki River in the fertile Ixamital Plains. Okay, I'm not super interested. Colorful fungi. Left, Cletita, a grassland mushroom named by the Pargrunen for its resemblance to their buckwheat cakes. Though common in the early recipes of Solus Keep, it has become a delicacy due to the inhospitable terrain. Chewy when cooked, imparts an unexpected meaty taste. Right, Zorup goblet, found throughout the living lands, but especially in winter and early spring along forest floors. Locals report that when dried and ground, they staunch bleeding, and many explorers carry the powder to treat minor wounds. Back, whale's blood, native to the riverbeds of New Kulklin, and the source of as many controversies as its kith neighbors. Some naturalists revere it as a powerful hallucinogen. Others report no effect. This researcher questions the standards of their experiments. Fibrous fungi. Left, Firecrown, a hardy cave dweller from Galawain's tusks. Parasitic to insects, despite its appearance unremarkable to eat. However, the Pargrunen claim that it enhances stamina, and they often consume it before battles or long journeys. Enjoys considerable popularity among young warriors for this reason. Right, marrow sponge. Fruits in autumn and winter beneath deciduous trees. A windfall to Valian traders who brought it to the republics and made it a culinary trend among the nobility. Best enjoyed with garlic cream sauce and a full-bodied bread. Front, Mequin's skirt, unique among the living lands fungi for its lack of exclusivity to the terrain. Explorers from the Deerwood recognize it immediately, and it is known as nonactal to travelers from the Ixamital Plains. It thrives on tree trunks throughout the region, though the matter of how it came, either to the living lands or from it, remains a mystery. The riches of Sovereign Point. Jewelry, precious stones, and iron ingots recovered from the mining settlement of Sovereign Point. The fate of the original settlers remains unknown. The Longhouse had a prepared feast of meats, mushrooms, cheeses, ruling out starvation as a cause of abandonment. Some believe the settlers succumbed to the madness of isolation, though others dismiss this as speculative. The riches of their mine were not originally intended for historical preservation, but no one would trade in the artifacts for fear of their curse. Huh. That is interesting. Chunk of Ione Brother. Ooh, and offerings. During the construction of Paradise's walls, builders discovered a sinkhole where a small piece of Ione Brother, the fallen moon, came to rest thousands of years ago. It was surrounded by coins and other valuables dropped by ancient settlers. What superstitious relevance they held for the moon rock remains a mystery. Many of the early Paradise citizens voiced concerns about unearthing the treasure trove, fearful that an act of irreverence would anger dormant spirits. Nevertheless, the pieces were given a place of honor at the Emporium to commemorate the history of the settlement. No spiritual disturbance has been recorded in relation to this moon rock, though it does have an unusual affinity for spiders. I mean, that makes sense, as someone who has been to the earthly remains of Ione Brother. That place was full of two things. Spiders and the freaking constructs, the god constructs of what god was it? Not Abaddon. I don't think it was Abaddon. Nasataka poetry. I'll scroll, but I'm not going to read. Not interested in poetry. At least not Nasatakan poetry. Sansa!
You're back! What have you found?
What about those supplies you've got for sale? Beetle's Bulwark. Well, below 75% maximum health, a successful parry summons a beetle to fight with you. 20% resistance to fire accumulation. A simple but strong shield, built from the shell and horn of a burrowing fire beetle. Newcomers to the living lands may shudder at its appearance, but those native to the area respect the clever use of one of nature's adaptive defenses. Frost and Famine, two-handed melee. It's a hammer. Hits deal moderate frost accumulation and slow the hit enemy by 10% for 5 seconds. Killing an enemy gives you an additional 10% damage reduction for 5 seconds. This hammer was recovered from the cargo hold of the drifting wreck of an Adiran merchant vessel. The ship was last seen setting sail to the White That Winds, intending to trade with the Glamfellan tribes that inhabit that frozen region. According to the ship's log, the tribes were hostile to the Adiran's presence, and rather than return empty-handed, the Adirans attacked and ransacked several Glamfellan villages. Not long afterward, the ship became trapped in the sea ice, dooming the crew to a slow, agonizing death by starvation after their supplies ran out. The Earl's Disgrace, that is an arquebus. Power attacks deal low bleed accumulation to nearby enemies. Killing an enemy gives you 15% reload speed for 5 seconds. A Derwooden Earl. Hey, Drew. Is an overweight psychic called a fortune teller. Oh. Good evening. Trapped in the sea ice? Lies. I don't see ice. That is extremely approximate and only barely makes sense. A Durwooden earl, renowned as a hunter in her youth, was disappointed that her talents were nowhere to be found in her only son. Desperate to win his mother's approval, the son commissioned this arquebus to give him the edge he desperately needed. His newfound success changed the young man, and his drive to hunt and kill became an obsession. When the mistake with an unfortunate woodcutter occurred, the Earl chose to banish her son to the living lands rather than suffer the disgrace of seeing him face the headman's axe. Interesting. She does sell Audra. Okay. Fragments of the Scales provides information on the location of fragments for Woodica's God Totem. Purchase it to see the information. I will definitely take that. I want it. The Burn Queen's totem partially waits amid ruins of the heathens she hates. This golden crown stolen gem can be found in the Emporium. The dwarven halls neath mountain shroud the Strangler's justice. Can still be found. Dwarven halls neath mountain shroud. Overlooking booths where goods are sold, this balcony leads to Order's Hold. Below death's grip, so icy and cold, await ancient oaths cast in gold. Beneath an amethyst light on high, this shining plaque draws sailor's eye. Atop the Isle of Wicked Outlaws flickers the golden flames of a glorious cause. Golden crown stolen gem can be found in the Emporium. Treasure map, Woodica's inheritance. Mighty Woodica visited me in a dream, commanding me to hide my old gloves and retire from service to the Steel Garrote. A worthy soul will find them eventually. Reader, if you are that worthy soul, take my gloves and bring justice to the lawless. She demands it. Buy that. Icy dead people. Humor tank is fairly empty. 2 more days of stupid early. Tomorrow is up at 5 a.m. to get ready for a vet appointment. Saturday is 6 a.m. for a fucking 5-mile marathon. Oh my god. 5-mile marathon. No. That's a hard pass for me. I gotta get up early tomorrow, but that's the last day for 4 days for me. Treasure map, Woodica's inheritance. Okay, so this is the east side of the city. Coprolites aren't my favorite fossil, but they're a solid number 2. Oh my god. I am super happy that you even know what a coprolite is. You'd be surprised how many people don't. Yeah, that one's right up my alley, actually. Lazy Paradise. A common sword just laying on the ground, why not?
It's the envoy.
Don't let them escape!
One for you!
Not bad, Marius.
They did their damage. Oh. Common mace +1. Brigandine armor. Okay, so apparently this game does have very slow health regeneration. Interesting. Philosopher's Alley. Always, always. Ball of cucumbers. Ooh, honey.
I know I feel safe with the guard presence around here.
My, was that sarcasm?
I remember the family who lived there. I really thought they'd make a go of it.
Okay, Clapper ammo in this place.
No one lives there at the moment. I guess the Clavenger didn't like having neighbors.
Spring base. Amethyst. Looks that way, doesn't it? Rock. Down to Primal Rock.
Well, that didn't take long.
expected that to be locked. Otherwise, it should have been looted, I'd say.
Don't mess with that. On your right.
Everybody all right?
Tanned hide. How about that?
If there's anything worth finding, it'll be in here.
Spice rocks. Glanfathen Customs. Not sure why the Clavager would have had a book on Glanfathen Customs. But there it lay. Wine, Fjord rice wine. A door. Oh, here's the key. Clavager's Journal, second entry? Where's the first entry? I know where the second one is. I'll come back to it when I find the first one. I want to read them in order. So, war part 2, Invasion. I know all that I need to know about the Saints' War, and there's one, the Overthrow. Definitely grab a health potion. I don't know why that would have been left there. It's a loot fail.
Once I got drunk and lost back here looking for the chamber pot. Aiming through the best parties.
Claviger's Journal, first entry. Here we go. Adir has kindly offered to set me up an embassy in Paradis. By kindly, I mean they landed on our shores without notice. And by offered, I mean their soldiers occupied a building in town, keeping an eye on these developments. Okay. Claviger's Journal, second entry. Ambassador Hilgard promises that all he wants is a diplomatic relationship with the Living Lands, but Inquisitor Ludwig, she wants a gallows, public executions, and secret interrogations. I don't know what to make of our new guests. Some days I feel like a stranger in my own
I'm
city.
starting to see why Aemond was going gray all of a sudden.
Cozy.
Another dagger. Some murk. Health potion. Claviger's Journal, third entry. According to Hilgard, it's in our best interests to force the Animancers out of Paradis. Soul science offends the gods and so forth. He promises security, stability, and law in exchange for this boon. When I visited the Animancers, I found them already packing equipment into wagons bound for Fiormes Inverno. I wonder what they know that I don't. These noble rats who flee a sinking ship.
Envoy, over there. Looks like a note.
Yeah, I imagine it does. Over where now?
Yeah.
Oh, Claviger's Journal, secret page. Apparently there is a growing rebellion in Paradis. My own people defy the Adirans. They rally from the shadows and sharpen their blades in the name of independence. Good. I taught them well. I cannot openly support them, but I have my ways. Down a chain of clerks and agents I have passed a key to our cistern. The door is in the Temple of Andra, a fitting sanctuary. May they use this hideout to their advantage. I will hold on to the spare. The time may come when I have to warn the resistance, or join them myself.
Well, there you have it.
So, Claviger Aemond not only knew about the rebels, he also gave them access to a hideout in the cistern.
You knew the Claviger. Did you have any idea about this?
None. I knew he was protective of Paradis, but I never would have dreamed he'd get in bed with organized rebels. Look, everyone who settles in the Living Lands comes from somewhere, but until recently, those settlers have been people, not nations. But when Adir built an embassy and filled it with dignitaries and troops, some started to worry that your laws and governors would follow.
Right, all of that. Don't forget why we're here. You hired me to hunt the rebels down, and now we know where they are. The cistern beneath the Temple of Andra. Good place for a hidden base. It sits just below the city, where the people and patrols will never look.
Something tells me these rebels won't go quietly.
Maybe we should bring reinforcements. I bet Heelguard would be happy to spare some of his guards if we asked nicely.
They'd only slow us down. Besides, any fighting we do in the cistern will be close quarters.
On to the Temple of Andra, then. It's east of here, just across the canal, in the plaza with the big statue.
Right. After you.
Did you kill all those bandits, Envoy?
Indeed I did.
And here's where the rats live. Reasonable rent if you can get it.
Oh. I've been over here. Didn't even think to try jumping this wall.
Damn rickety table. No, Envoy, go right on through. Hmm? Oh.
Murderers!
Not to worry, Envoy. We got one of the bastards.
Assassin's note, my friends and countrymen. The envoy is alive and hunting us. Our position in the city is compromised. Use the final hours of this life gathering intelligence on the Adiran embassy and deliver it to us. Trust no one. Pray that the gods know what they're doing, for I no longer understand their motives. Eagles.
We caught this one trying to break into the embassy.
It's a horrible situation all around.
You Adirans are vile!
Are we? I've already been murdered once. So I might argue that we're not the only vile ones here.
Nice to meet you, Envoy.
Envoy.
Here and find me.
Here's what it's like to be on.
Well, isn't that just some find me? For God's sake. Okay, that's done. Just exit the city.
Wish they had it back.
O great queen that was, have your sway over this new land. May you bring righteousness and justice to these shores and these people. Grant them your justice and vision to enact such laws as may befit a great civilization, and punish those who oppose you. We seek your leadership here, O queen, and your guidance. Envoy, we're going to do great things here.
Are we? Do believe I missed that jump. Oh, it's all good. I know how I got up there.
Welcome, envoy. You look well.
Do I now? Captain.
Street urchins would make more respectable militia than this rabble.
Small wonder that you're so popular. Eggs. Eggs. I love eggs. From my head down to my legs. Ooh, you gotta love it, the incredible edible egg. The Street of the Gods.
Welcome to our shrine, envoy.
Shrine to
Broken Throne, symbol of Wodoka the Oathbinder. She's nothing if not a bit dramatic.
Envoy, what is it?
What can you tell me?
What the? Are you crazy? Get down.
It's good that they thought to program that in. I was curious. Vengeful
Curse
citizen.
my brother, oh Scan, into his own destruction! The thief and scoundrel has taken my goods one time too many. See to it that he is punished on the wheel, I beg of you. May he be a beetle in his next life.
A beetle. Oh, I got the rat.
Oh, bless my soul, the Adiran envoy. Isn't this a surprise? Not only to see you alive, but to have you grace my little workshop. Chandlers don't get many high-ranking clients. Priests and pilgrims mostly. Still, business is good. Better than good.
Do you run this place by yourself?
I used to have an apprentice. When the Adirans came to our shore, he moved on without as much as a goodbye. But I hold no grudge. He had his reasons to go, just as I have my reasons to stay.
You respected his choice, and that's all that matters. Seems not everyone is fond of a deer in these
Don't
places.
take it too personally. Some of us understand you good folk are here to help, and some of us need a little more time.
You almost sound convinced yourself.
Imagine how boring this place would be if we all agreed.
The living lands could use a little discipline, that's what I say. And who better to bring it than the Adirans?
Why do you think business is so good?
Well, there was this Aothasian priest on his way to Emerald Stair. He was rather fond of my work. And the Temple of Andra can't seem to get enough of them. Burning the wick at both ends, I suppose.
What's an Aothasian priest doing in the living lands?
A lot of them came here after the purgings in the Deerwood, looking for sanctuary in all the wrong places. Even on these shores, Aothas isn't the most popular deity. Andra is closer to our hearts, always has been.
There's a temple to Andra? I'd like to pay my respects.
Probably a good idea. No one cheats death without owing someone a favor. Go up the main road to the Street of the Gods. Eloise, the attendant, is a sweet girl, though a little anxious around newcomers. Don't keep the Lady of Lament waiting now. Unlike Aothas, patience is not one of her virtues.
It's been a pleasure. Should you need anything, find me at the embassy.
With the gods on my side, I won't need to, but I appreciate the invitation all the same. If you need to keep warm at night, help yourself to some Mogren's Fury. It's growing in a pot just over there. No charge, of course. The Adiran envoy's money is no good here, and never will be.
I believe that's that's the most polite insult I have ever been dealt. Okay, yeah, I've already been down that way. That way I have been. Statue of
This
Barroth.
is the Shrine to Barroth, God of Death. Not sure which version of them this is.
Not the one I remember. That one was female. Okay, that's the exit. Let's go this way. Not the only way I have yet to go. Statue of Galloway.
Less time to spend staring at Galloway, the better.
Did not expect a ranger not to care for Galloway.
Everything in this city is so expensive. I wonder if those paradisans are scamming me.
Very possibly. They do seem quite scammable. How the hell was there a suit of Gambeson armor in that tiny little box? Just does not seem easy. Statue of the Queen of a Deer.
You've met the Adiran Queen. Does that actually look like her?
Does that actually look like?
The ruins! Why assault our ancient Pargrunan ruins? You could have just walked around that wall! Someone help! The god likes a maniac!
You could have just walked around that wall. Could I have, though?
Watch it, Envoy. You might just start to relax here if you're not careful.
Not much worry about that. I'm not gonna be here long enough. Darkest Rawatan chocolate cookies. Oh. I understand why he got so irate now. I did not notice that that wall was down. What is this? I'll unlock that. Oh, show. What do I have down here? Common axe. Wild mushroom stew. Alright. The government district.
Please be respectful when in the presence of the Queen.
don't like how cozy the Clavager's gotten with the adherents. That High Inquisitor, especially.
It's her eyes that give me the spooks. It's like they can see into my soul.
Might
Well,
just.
you don't have to worry about the Clavinger
Roads
anymore.
Duke are solely devoted to Wartica, right? One step out of line,
And what?
well, I don't know. Anything under the exiled Queen's rule is bound to be harsh.
Right? I get the feeling that there is a one of us here, myself included, that knows exactly where that witch is willing to go.
Every sailor knows. A gift for Andra and one for Helia too.
This is where the wealthy go to be seen celebrating Helia.
The Midwife's Memoirs. Priest's Journal. The Temple of Andra has been busy of late. No surprises there. People turn to the gods in times of hardship, and hardship is the one thing we have in abundance. Poor Eloy. She must be working long hours. I haven't seen her leave the temple in days. Prayer for the lost godlike. The godlike have vanished. Once a rare sight, they are yet rarer today. Let us pray for those few who remain, walking Aora in search of answers. Embrace them, forgive them, most of all, cherish them. For once they are gone, we may never see their like again.
Oh my. Merciful gods. You're the inspiration I've been looking for. Please, allow me to memorize your sacred features. Let me burn them into my unworthy eyes and dash them upon the canvas.
You can look with your unworthy eyes, but don't touch. I'll pose.
Yes. Yes! Oh, I came on too strongly, didn't I? Oh, ruined the painting I haven't even started. Curse me for a fool. Helia blessed me with the gift of artistic expression, but that's no excuse for rudeness. Oh, please, accept my apology.
Just relax a hair. You're scaring the children.
Brood.
Children.
I was going to warn you not to trip over yourself.
I can paint a grotesque beauty or a beautiful grotesquerie, and yet there is little beauty to be found in these dark times.
Which one am I? Grotesque or beautiful?
You live in the nether realm between beauty and horror, forever eluding definition.
Hey, don't ask questions you don't want to hear the answer to.
I will trouble you no
I'm
more.
not adverse to that
The
answer.
next time inspiration strikes, I will approach it with a calm, rational mind. Farewell, my friend.
Well,
We shall see.
He seemed nice.
Parodies just wouldn't be parodies without people like him.
A pair of dice. Statue
The
of Andra.
Guana worship Andra as Ngati. My sergeant fainted the first time she saw their statues.
Do not succumb to fear, friends. Protect yourselves against this vile living. My remedies have been tested and tried. Paradis! Do not be afraid of any plague. With one drop of my miracle elixir, your soul will remain safe.
I am certain.
Lady of Lament, grant us your strength, so we may overcome adversity as the wave overcomes the shore. Welcome to the Temple of Andra.
Quite the hodgepodge collection of things you have here, including
Very
a
bold
dagger.
of you to take the burdens of others. I hope they serve you well.
I mean, if they're a burden, I will happily relieve them of it. I am certain that I can find a way to put to good use.
Protect yourself.
If you're looking to celebrate water, I'd suggest the bathhouse.
Would you know? Don Merchant?
I swear, if those Wodekin extremists come sniffing around again... Ugh, adherent. I can get this cheaper on the mainland. Then go home.
Fair enough. That is definitely fair.
I can get this cheaper on the mainland.
Yes, I imagine you probably can. But you're not on the mainland, are you, friend?
Militia headquarters. Stay on their good side, and we won't have to go in.
Get up there. Aha. Now I agree. I'll fix that. Put a decent ladder. I will totally break you down for that. Several rails that will all be broken down. Steel-plated boots. Okay.
This is where the assassins are hiding. Temple seems like an odd choice.
Welcome to the temple.
Transcript of a sermon. Andra Ngati, Lady of Lament, Mother. What? When you called so many godlike back to their divine source, many were spared, passed over. What say you to those of us who remain? Are we to carry out some great deed in your honor? Are we to live our lives as mere mortals deprived of your love? Or are we to await the day when we too are called home? When I stood at the pinnacle of Ukaizo, I felt closer to the gods than ever before. Now they could not feel more distant. Tekehu, Master Water. The Sea and Her Love, traditional Andrite hymn. That's fine.
Hail and well met. The Temple of Andra is open to all. Oh, you must be the Adiran envoy. How wonderful to meet a godlike in our holy sanctum. I take it you're here on official business.
Know anything about rebels here in Paradise?
Only rumors, of course. People say they're outlaws blending in with honest citizens, killers and cut-purses of the lowest sort. But why ask me about the... Wait, you're not implying that I'm involved with that lot, are you?
Drop the act. I already know the Clavager gave you the key to the cistern.
Shit. Let me guess. He wrote it all down? The Clavager was far too trusting. Probably what got him killed. All right. If you're willing to listen, then I'm willing to talk.
Nice work, Envoy.
Yes, I'm with the Resistance. We have a responsibility to defy your empire, to protect our way of life. For some of us, that means hiding in plain sight, passing messages between contacts, playing a role. For others, it's kill or be killed.
I could be sympathetic to your cause if I knew more about it.
Ask me anything you like, but be warned. You aren't ready for the answers.
Why does the what does the Resistance want?
To be left alone. Paradise was fine without Adir. Your empire inserted itself where there was no need. You've impoverished us, turned my brothers and sisters into beggars, squatting outside our own city walls.
Which one of your people killed me?
Egwulf, a powerful man, but not in the way Adir understands power. When he knocks an arrow, the gods hold their breath. If you think you can reason with him, don't bother. You have nothing he wants.
Why target me? The city is full of Adirans.
None of them are the Emperor's plaything. You must be special, and not in a good way. I have nothing more to say to you. If you're so eager to die again, the one you want is downstairs in the cistern. No doubt sharpening his blade. The door is on the wall to your left.
If you're smart, you'll turn yourself into the authorities.
And why would I do something idiotic like that?
Either turn yourself in, or Inquisitor Ludwig will hunt you down.
Must be nice working for a monster. Fine. I'll contact the embassy. Maybe this doesn't have to be the end.
Cistern key. I'll take that for sure. Smuggler report. Our woman got caught smuggling her goods into the city today. That God's damned Adiran envoy lent their aid to the laughably incompetent guard that was tasked with the inspection. If not for help from the godlike, I'm sure that our contact would have made it into the city just fine. She would hauled away to some cell or another. I just hope that wherever fate awaits her isn't too harsh. Travel to the cistern. I don't know if I've ever actually been down here before.
Stale air, thick darkness, and a smell that peels your eyes back. Reminds me of home.
No, I just skipped a bath.
Electric lily seed. How about that?
Rebels ahead. Stay alert.
Unseen, unheard.
Next one's mine. Don't stand a chance.
These people aren't trained assassins. They're just regular people with weapons.
They're trying to kill us. What else are they?
Plus, I would be much more inclined to sympathy had they not already killed me once. Eagle's Log. 1. This page looks like it was pinned recently and then ripped from its binding. What have I done? I made a terrible mistake. Either the prophecy was wrong or I misunderstood it. Either way, I am damned. I have to hide this journal, scatter it to the sewers where even the gods cannot find the evidence of my guilt. Forgive me, Dino. Let's see. Lower cistern key. Maybe I have done this before. Seeming awful familiar.
Watch out. Pressure plates on the floor.
Immortal cockroaches. No, not immortal cockroaches. Ooh, big spider. Big dead spider. Big dead
That should disable the pressure plates.
Oh.
If you want help burning through that, just say the word.
Go
Here it
for
comes.
Take him down.
Take your best shot.
Well, that was fun.
I've had even more than that. Silver loose. It's silver and loose. Silver and gold.
You know what that web means?
Yep.
Be ready.
I'm old.
More Bleste spiders. Foi to meio.
Stand back. Ready, aim. Coming in hot. Here it comes.
Don't mind burning some eggs real quick.
Stand back.
Really don't mind.
Ready, aim.
Quick and quiet.